I don't relish in making videos of this nature, but the time comes sometime when you have to do it just to get an answer out there. There's this guy by the name of BibleJesusChristian. He comes to my homepage and to one of my videos, talk about how evil I am, and I send him a hateful, vulgar email and so forth. So I checked my sent box to find out maybe, I didn't even know this guy to start with. So I said, well, maybe I did it, send him an email, I just didn't know I was sending an email, so even though I didn't even know the guy. So I checked my sent box, and there's nothing there where I've ever sent this guy, BibleJesusChristian, any email at all. So I told him, if I've sent such a hateful email to you, produce it so people can see it. Well, the typical answer, well, it was under another account, and it was so vulgar, It seemed like it was so vulgar, rather than deleting the email, he closed that account and opened this account up in BibleJesusChristian. Yeah, right, I've heard that 1,000 times before. Oh, it's so vulgar, I had to close the account. All you had to do is produce the email. If it was that vulgar, you would have done it if I'd have sent you one. Anybody I would have sent an email like that to would have gladly put it out there for people to see. I know how these people operate. Anyway, he's over there on one of Being Bob's videos, and he tells, puts a comment over there. I got a couple of messages from people asking me if I know Bengali and if I agree with him. Well, I can tell you all that Bengali is a liar and a deceiver. He is one of the most evil and hateful false teachers I've ever known. I do not agree with his messages or his method. Let me stop there a minute. BibleJesusChristian, if I'm a false teacher, won't you jump your little butt into the arena and debate me on some of these things? Okay? Anyway, going ahead with what he said. And sadly, Bengali has deceptively convinced himself that everyone hates him and attacks him because he is doing such great works for the Lord and doing God's will. But the truth is, he is not. Anyway, Ben Bob has tried to let people know things. He said, well, I don't know about the email kind of said. He says, I can't know that, but I do know that there are people pretending to be Bengali, setting up accounts like Bengali 1, changing the fonts and so forth. And if I remember correctly, that person was sending out foul messages, and that person was, whoever it was. I know who that was, and Bengali was all over him. But that wasn't the only one. He has let me log into his account so that I can see what he's putting up with, and it was very real. And I did that. I gave Ben Bob the password to my account to let him check anything he wanted to, especially to block people so he would see what I was telling people the truth. And there's numerous Bengalis on there. Anyway, I'm trying to give, apparently Ben Bob is being nice and trying to give the guy the benefit of the doubt. He said, well, maybe you did get an email, kind of. But there's so many Bengalis out there, this Bengali is not the one. So he doesn't buy that. He comes back as being Jesus Christian, comes back and says, rubbish. Nobody's pretending to be Bengali. He ain't that important to impersonate. Besides, all the foul and nasty message I received was directly from Bengali. But it was when I was under another username on YouTube, and I changed it since that. When I say foul and nasty, what I mean is that contain self-righteous and condescending comments with a nasty, arrogant attitude similar to that of the Pharisees. Nobody, Bengali is nobody, anyone, and I'm not fuzzed. Again, BibleJesusChristian, if you'd had that email from me, you would have produced it. This garbage about, well, you're so vile, I closed my account down and opened up another one. I don't know what your problem is, dude, but I'll tell you something. Better people than you have tried to come after me and have failed. You want to act like a rabbit, you start hopping. That's the point I got to. This all started when somebody sent me a video called Ellen White, and I go over there and look at it, and this BibleJesusChristian put this video up. He's talking about how Seventh-day Adventists always, one of their favorite sayings is, you take it out of context. But when you ask them to put it in context, they never know how to do it. That's what he was saying, and I've noticed that same thing hundreds of times, how, well, you take that out of context. And I tell them the same thing. Well, you put it in the context then, and they never do it. So I just simply made a statement over there. welcome to the club or something like that. That's what they use with me all the time too, and I take it out of context. So he comes back then with some stupid statement. What are you babbling about? Well, I see right away he's an idiot, so I just put on there, wrong choice of words, dude. I'll see you later. And then he goes on to his raving and everything. The bottom line is, I don't know what your problem is, Bible Jesus Christian, but if your problem is me, you come directly in me. Do you understand what I'm telling you? If I can see you up face to face at this thing, you understand what I'm telling you? You got a problem with me, you come with me. But don't give me all this garbage about me sending you stupid emails. All you had to do was produce it, and oh, that account is closed now. I don't have it anymore. Yeah, right. And a cow jumped over the moon too. Until next time, this has been Golly saying, God bless.